Mm. Good morning. So this is what's going on. It's morning, crack of dawn, really. So time to put on some music and wash these dishes. First, you get your gloves. I have regular old plastic gloves because my usual what do we call those type of gloves? Just dish gloves. Like, is there a different type of universe? Because I say different stuff. Anyway, gloves on. I take the dishes out. I like to organize. Mind you, yo, if I have a Freudian slip, I literally have the music blasting in my head because usually I do this in silence. But it's like, you know what? I ain't been doing that, and I be supposed to be doing something. So why not do something? Go live, talk a little. Should I be cussing right now? I probably shouldn't. So much, and I bet you they got stuff upstairs. I bet you. I don't even want to go get it. So boom, I'm dumping out water. But look, I have to go see if they have any dishes up there, which I know they do. However, this is my whole computer, so I'm not taking it upstairs. And more likely, things are a mess. You know how teenagers are. Can you hear me? It's morning time, so I got my morning voice on for everything. Everything. Everything just unanswered. Let me go check. You want something to look at? A mess. I'm so freaking clumsy. I'm always doing something. I I gotta touch this, move this, slide this, and still ain't stop. And look at what I find. Freaking dishes. Yeah. Okay, wait. So look, back to the how to because I literally forgot. So boom, gloves. You get all your dishes out the sink, then rinse out your check the rooms, gloves, clean out your sink, check the rooms first, gloves, clean, move out the dish out the sink, clean this, got it right, finally got it right, and then you get you some dish detergent. This is all I got for now, but I also have OxyClean. And when I have OxyClean, now usually what I do is I let the water run, and like this is probably why I don't have much dish detergent. But I'll put it on the dishes like that, and then wash, rinse as I go. However, because I don't have much dish detergent and I'm using the OxyClean, I'm gonna just do it the old-fashioned way, which is filling up the basin right here in the sink. Dang. Wait a minute, where's I don't have a dish rag. Mm, okay, this one's kind of dirty, but epic. It'll get these dishes clean. I have to do laundry. Was supposed to do it last night. Kiddo didn't come in with the whip until, well, it wasn't late. It was before curfew, but I was already laying down and shit. Ah! So, of course, nothing happened. Didn't go nowhere to do the laundry. So, next, filling up the basin if you're not one to douse it with the dish detergent and then wash them separate individually. I'm going to put in the OxyClean first. Just a little, see this, about this amount. It's like in the corner here. Try not to drop stuff because I sure will. I pour it then in my hand. And I like to break the little pieces. Sprinkle it in like salt bath. I have a, I do double stopper. I put in the little silver thing and then this. I don't know what to put. This ain't no room. Ain't that clean? I don't need it right now. All right, I be indecisive AF. Now we're getting the detergent. Uh, okay, this is as full as I want it to be. Would you like a visual? I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. Empty. Quick little peekaboo. You see that? As full as I can get it. Then what I do next is I take utensils. I put them in, let those soak. Okay. Let me let me get myself together real quick. Drama. When I'm in those, I think that no. I'm gonna go ahead. There we go. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't have too much to do. Now these bowls here are bowl-like items. I also let those soak. I do the glasses. My glasses, cups, cutting board first, as far as washing. I got this pot to wash. Let me rinse this out. Right now I'm playing Candyman. It's a random playlist if it matters. I'm not doing the steps right. Here we go. After you do all the other things, you know what I told you. Make sure you got all the dishes collected from the rooms. Then you put your gloves on. Take out the dishes from the sink. Rinse out the basin, both basins. Your wash and your rinse. Then you fill. Okay, if either you're like what I usually do, put the dish detergent on all the dishes and then wash like free flowing water. However, didn't have much dish detergent this time, so I filled the basin up. So next, I just did the glasses. That's steps. Next, you start washing. I start with the glasses after putting in the silverware to soak. After whichever cups and glasses I can find, I do apply prep appliances, okay? Because bowls and plates have to soak too. Why do I do the prep appliances next? Because they're not as soiled, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so like if you're seasoning some seafood or any type of meat that you're seasoning, or I usually tend to have a separate cutting board for that, for the meats. And then you're chopping up your vegetables, seasoning your vegetables or what have you. You you're not necessarily getting anything embedded into the item, the appliance. That happens more so when you cook, right? Right? And then the old fashioned way, filling up the basin. Oh, so this has hot chocolate in it. So I'm gonna soak that too, actually. That's a mug. And it was just sitting up in the room for hours. Okay. Here we go. This is a prep item or a prep bowl, plate, appliance. I just be calling stuff whatever in the kitchen. I'm like, hand me that pot, but it really be up here sometimes. And then I'm like, hand me a bowl. I'm like, no, the glass bowl. I don't necessarily say in the house, like I'm in the house right now, I'm just talking. I don't necessarily say, hey, the platter, the serving bowl. I do that when the guests are already here type of thing. Performing, putting on a front of sorts. But this is just a little bowl. And sometimes I be telling my kids, don't use these things as like stuff to cook with. I mean, stuff to eat out of. These are things that I use to cook with and such. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see these plates, and then in here, dirty, but still, well, not dirty, but messy. But more plates, more cups, and then I got extra shit in my little stuff. I be trying not to cuss, but that's me. I guess I got other stuff in the actual little like trunket, curio, whatever you want to call it, over here. They just be only grabbing platters. Like, I only have a little bit out because it's easy to recycle a little bit, and then whenever we break stuff, just replace. For me, the dishes don't have to match. Like, I do have stuff that, like, I have my china. Like, my china is in here. Well, this is the tea stuff. That's tea. I actually have. What else? They must be in this trunk. We haven't grabbed anything from over there. But I got. Okay, yeah, they are actually. Yapping. But anyway, I got other dishes too. I just separate stuff because it's easy to recycle through stuff, and then as it breaks, replace. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, next I'm doing plates. Plates, I don't necessarily always soak, but because plates are a little easier. What we use on plates doesn't necessarily just sit there. Like, it's not like soups and things like that. Yo, I gotta do laundry as well as go grocery shopping. Like, our fridge is literally barren because ain't nobody been here. So this though, let me switch this music up. I know. There's another platter bowl dish that they use like a regular plate or bowl. Yeah, still got to wipe down sweet and all that too. And I gotta go to work in a few hours. This is why I wish I went ahead and had my own washer and dryer. I have to go to the laundromat to do laundry. And that shit can be so stressful. Yeah. Like, yeah. I don't be knowing, like, you get so much about on these different platforms. Like, you just want to hop on live, yeah, chill, type thing, but you can't do none of that. Everything costs money. You pay a split second of a little beat of some stuff that you didn't even know was on. You copyright it. You know, you hum a little piece of something of a song that you had heard one time, you copyright it. Yeah, Big Brother's always watching. He's always listening. And I do stuff like that. I hate when that happens when I'm washing dishes. I just splash water and it gets over the edge. Now, as far as how the order that I do the dishes, soak silverware and bowls, pots and pans too. You see that pot over there, this pot, that one, that's soaking, and that cookie sheet that's just sitting there. And I gotta hang up my wine holder. I just haven't hung up. They were still in the box over there. I still have organizing to do and stuff. Why do I want to watch this plate first? It's still soaking. But I have to put up my wine holders, is what I'm saying. That's something. See, this is. I always say the same thing, but something else about being on like live and just doing regular stuff. I do those things quietly while I'm listening to music, listen to music or podcast, but like passively watching a movie, or it's like, a few episodes and stuff and whatever. I'm not necessarily talking, but you are live. You kind of feel like you have somebody right there, especially when you used to FaceTiming. So, talk. What you gonna talk about? The only thing I got to talk about is the same ish I do every day. That literally just slipped my mind that quickly. It really did. Dang. I hate when that happens. Go ahead and clean this. Then I gotta rinse, wipe all the counters down, the stove, sweep, because that's washing the dishes. Honestly, washing the dishes means cleaning the kitchen. That's how I grew up. When you did that, when someone told you to do that the first few times, wash the dishes, and all you did was wash the dishes and you didn't do anything else, wipe down there, ooh, child. The lecture you was gonna get, just drag it. Ooh. And this, still got wet on the inside. Yeah. But time to rinse. Let me go ahead and rinse. This is what rinsing looks like, as if you haven't seen it before. But I got this. Oh shit. Okay, my shit raggedy too. I just think it's so off on me. God dang. What I use as a drying rack is my dishwasher. Now, why didn't you just put stuff in the dishwasher to wash it? Because I be trying to save money on these little pods here. That part. Yeah. Uh, take a minute. Care for you. Yes, I do. To you. Come to you. Mm, 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 mm. I care for you. Have you ever heard of people who wash their dishes and run it through a cycle of the dishwasher? Like, do they exist? Let's see. Any other dishes? And I can't think of any other dishes that need to be washed. And we gotta go find it. Because I brought what was out of my room. Check the kids' room. Oh, seeing all that just so I know so many people be like, I hate washing dishes, that's why I don't do them. It's like, yeah, I don't necessarily like washing dishes, but I'd rather just go ahead and get the shit over with. This is one of the things that get done. Once they accumulate, like once the dishes have, like the sink doesn't even have to be just full. They have to be kind of piled up. To me, that was kind of piled up, and I was like, all right, let me go ahead and just knock this out. Ew, and this shit is, we use this more as a bowl. But the, ugh. Can we get another shot? This time I'm making it. Okay, this is, okay. I just thought about it. I might let this sit longer because this was mashed potatoes and we made those like 2, 3 days ago. And this is what we mashed them with, so that might have to sit for a little minute. Oh, look at that spoon. Why? It's always one fucking dish. One like little piece of silverware left. That's cool. I'm gonna wipe this out. morning. My did they turn off my freaking or did it go off and I didn't hear it? Usually my alarm goes off on my Alexa. Dang. I'm sitting at there because there's no room in the dishwasher. Oh wow. I just heard my freaking alarm. Hold on. Okay. I got a stain here. All right, I gotta sweep now and get myself together for. I gotta get myself together for work, but I got a few more hours and I can probably, if I can get one of these kids to help me go to the laundromat real quick. I'm gonna need some help. We got the one kid has every basket that they have, two baskets full of clothes. The other one only has one basket, but I have two baskets because I'm also washing a set of my sheets. So that's, I'm gonna need some help. So I'm gonna sweep and I'm gonna see if I can wake one of them up. If not, I'll probably, I'm gonna probably go ahead and finish organizing that closet. All right, that's how you wash dishes once you let them accumulate. Bye.